And what's going on, guys? Mini Cull here, coming at you with another video. This one kind of in regards to the upcoming rewards that we are currently getting. Just going to pull those up real quick. They are part of the daily rewards in the Dark Dimension 4 kind of celebration video. And we are basically getting these items right here, these Valiant credits. We're getting 4 of them throughout the course of the event, and these credits can be redeemed for, one of two things. You can either choose Ghost or Cull Obsidian shards, and you are going to get 25 of those shards per character. A lot of people have kind of been talking about what is the best avenue to go with this, and it's definitely a kind of personal choice. With these two characters, both really good characters and part of really good teams. And I think a lot of that is going to really kind of depend on where your roster is and kind of what you're aiming for. So to kind of take a look on Mini, I think is kind of the better canvas, I guess, or the best way to kind of compare, as Mini is very similar to the power level of most of the Alliance members. But kind of what I'm looking at is, so I am currently just 5 shards away from unlocking Cull Obsidian. On the flip side, if you look at my Ghost, she is 120 shards away from being eligible to unlock Jubilee. So, kind of there's a couple things going on, and what I would say really would influence your decision. And it, really depends on how close you are to unlocking Jubilee. If that is a character you are currently working towards, or if it's a character down the road. If you've got the opportunity to unlock Jubilee on her first pass, and, it's maybe only going to take you 25 or even 50 of the Ghost shards, and that'll get you Ghost to 130, and the rest of your Pimtech team is all in that margin. Definitely, I would say going for a legendary character would probably take precedent over Cull Obsidian. Especially if you are still struggling to find a perfect raid team, I guess. Symbiotes are phenomenal, but if you missed out on any of the symbiotes and you still basically need an alternative raid team, the Astonishing X-Men does seem to be kind of the next best raid team. They'll definitely kind of probably be used in the Doom raids. When we do eventually get to that part, we are still probably a long ways away from that. But then other things to kind of consider is if, you're not going to be able to unlock Jubilee on her first pass through, it's going to be close to 3 months till Jubilee comes back again. And, at that point, you're talking roughly about 90 days. In 90 days, farming, 5 Ghost shards per day, hopefully, shouldn't take that long. And I mean, that roughly, if you were to see Ghost every day, comes up to 450 shards. So, I mean, even if you half that, and I mean, maybe you only saw Ghost half the time, you're still looking at 225 shards, which is more than enough to get her to 5 stars and get her unlocked. So, if that's the case, if you're not able to unlock Jubilee on this first pass around, and if you are closer to being able to unlock Cull Obsidian, that's definitely something you might want to work on. Black Order still remains kind of one of the premier arena teams. They are a phenomenal war defense team. They're also a phenomenal war offense team. Some of our members, I believe Dim in particular, has been using the Black Order in the first 4 nodes of Dark Dimension 3 with great success. I would imagine they would also do very well in the Cosmic nodes of Dark Dimension 3. So, that's something definitely to consider. What I think I am going to do for Mini is, again, I want to get Cull Obsidian unlocked. Once he is unlocked, it then goes to, his next step would be the think at that point he would go to an 80 star unlock to rank him up to level 4. Um, so, I think I'm going to still kind of go more for Ghost personally. Um, just because. Um, I think for Mini, think I'm planning to do a lot more with Ghost versus Cull Obsidian. I guess ultimately the hopes is that Cull will be actually farmable versus just orb farmable. Right now you can only find him in the premium orbs, and I believe he is still in the mega orbs, which you really don't get access to all that often. But so let's just pop in here real fast. Currently on Khaleesi and on Dracarys, I have Cull Obsidian unlocked. He is not super high starred, but he's decently starred, and he still kind of does pretty well for that team. In my personal opinion, I think for the Black Order, the kind of primary focus is probably going to be Thanos. Getting that 7-star Thanos, and if you can get him to 7 red star, he's really kind of the main foundation of that team. Cull definitely, has his uses where he's just kind of basically a brick wall. So the higher the stars that he is going to be, the better he is. I think I am still going to. I think I'm just going to actually split my shards kind of right down the middle. I believe I'm going to do 50 for Ghost and then 50 for Cull Obsidian. Those 50 for Cull Obsidian will get me basically halfway to 4 stars, which is going to be at the 80 mark. This would put me at 45 if I've got 80. If I got 50 shards. That'll put him right at the basically halfway point. Hopefully at that point he'll become a little bit more farmable. And the halfway shards for Ghost, again, it just makes it a little bit faster to get her starred up to 5 stars. It'd be really great if I can get to 6 stars for Jubilee, but I don't think that'll happen with Mini, probably even on the second pass, just because there's a lot of characters I would have to get into a farmable position with. Wasp is not 4 stars yet, so to get her from here to 6 stars, probably in 3 months, probably not going to be doable, just from random drops. Kind of the same thing with Yellow Jacket and Ghost. And then Ant-Man is probably the only one that I could actually get to 6 stars pretty easily in that course of time, but I'm not directly farming his shards in the Blitz store. That's just kind of my quick little thoughts on basically who I'm going with. Again, I think it's very situational. I would say if you are, again, close to unlocking Jubilee with her first pass around and you need those extra ghost shards, definitely do that. If that's not the case and you are close to unlocking Cull Obsidian, meaning you are under the 25 shards or so, definitely maybe think about doing it kind of half and half and just kind of getting the best of both worlds. If you're not close to unlocking Cull, would maybe say you do the 75-25 and do more of the Cull Obsidian shards versus the Ghost shards. And if you've gotten just horrible luck and you're nowhere even remotely close to unlocking Cull Obsidian, maybe you might even consider doing the full 4 orb pulls for the full 100. Because again, Ghost is semi-farmable in the War Store. So if y'all have any questions on this, feel free to reach out to me either on Discord or in-game. I'm curious to see what everyone else is planning to use those orbs on. I know we've been talking about it a little bit on the Discord channel. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.